Hi and welcome to Foodtech Coach YouTube channel. My name is Sidonie and this is a knowledge share platform. I'm sharing knowledge with everyone who might be interested, and yeah, I'm sure someone might benefit from it. So anyway, today I would love to share information with those who just completed the in-service training or internship, because sometimes they tend to doubt themselves to apply certain position because they feel they are underqualified and they do not have enough experience to apply for this position. So, and also just to share what type of position that they can apply after completing the internship or in-service training. So I'm going to share information with biotechnologists, food scientists, food technologists, because it's in line with my work, but I'm also sure other people may benefit from this content as well. Each and every company have a different development plan for interns or in-service training. So it all depends on where you land for your in-service training. And somewhere, somehow, your internship or in-service training will give you a guideline or a vision on where you want to be in your next career. And also, while working there, you might develop some passion in where you want to be in line with your career. Like for instance, if you work in a company where they give you a broad exposure, where you work in production, you will do your quality controller. I'm talking now to food technologists and biotechnologists and even microbiologists or food scientists. So they give you a broad exposure where you get exposure to product development, working in microbiology lab, you're doing your chemical analysis, and maybe exposure to quality controlling. That is good for you because you can be anywhere after completion of your in-service training. So if you finish your 1 year in-service training, you are fully equipped with that information to see yourself somewhere. In some company, they might only give you the exposure. For instance, if you only get your in-service training in the laboratory, or in one of the big lab, let's say SGS or microchem or Mirio NutriScience, then your work will be only lab work. So your direction from there, it could be that. But I know some company can still take you with microbiology knowledge or with analytical chemistry knowledge. They can still take you for other position. But the one thing that you need to keep in mind is, when applying for a job, you must always check in a job description and see the description if you are capable of doing that work. Because for instance, if you see a quality administrator, you can do it. Anyone can do that job even after completion of your in-service training. They need a quality administrator with 2 years experience. While you might feel, I don't have experience yet, while you were working in the lab, you were also doing some administration work. You were keeping your records. Maybe you were receiving certain consumable where you were actually recording them. So you must just check in a job description. If it's something that you relate to, apply for that job. Do not shy away. Apply for that job. You never know, they might take you. It's all depend on how you present yourself, because by the end of the day, yes, they might need someone with 2 years, and the way you present yourself, you might present yourself better than someone who have 2 years in the industry and they take you with your 1 year experience. And I know with some company, they say in-service training is not an experience, but that should not stop you from applying for a position just because they put 3 years experience or 2 years experience. apply for that position. You never know, they might just take you. So anyway, you can also apply for quality control position, quality or QA. It's all depend. Certain company, they call their lab technician as quality controller. You are doing a technician work and they pay you as technician, but in their job title they call them QC. So just make sure you read the description of work and do not restrict yourself. You can apply for a quality control position, you can apply for a quality assurance position, you can apply for some company they call microbiologist or analyst or lab analyst. You can also apply after your service training. You can apply for lab analyst, you can apply for quality administrator, and some company they call it quality coordinator. It's all in the job description. Just go through the description. Can you do it? Ignore there are many years. Even if they put 5 years, apply for that job. I mean, what do you get to lose by applying? Just click the button, apply. You never know, if you get called for the interview, you might just be taken. You never know. People with 5 years might not present themselves the way you present yourself. Remember, we are different people, we've got different personality. The company might be looking for someone with your personality, and then when you get there they realize this is the person we want. Regardless they are less experienced in the industry, they can still give it a boom. So just apply. Do not restrict yourself from applying because of a job title or how many years the jobs require. That is just my advice. And also from my personal experience, I've applied for a certain job which had 10 years experience and I had less of year experience, and I was called for interview. For me, that's count for something. The fact that they needed someone for 10 years experience and I had less than 5 years and they still called me for the interview. So at least I had the experience to present myself in that interview. Even though I did not qualify for that position, at least I know that I had a platform to have the interview for a position which required 10 years experience. Yeah, so to all the food technologists, food scientists, biotechnologists, microbiologists, when you finish your in-service training, do not limit yourself. Do not doubt your ability of doing certain tasks. Whenever you do a job application, try to read the job description. If it's something that you have knowledge and you understand and you feel in your ability that you can actually do those tasks, apply for it. You have nothing to lose, and see if the company can actually call you for the interview. And you prepare well, you get to research about the company and also research on what they are expecting of you. Can you do it? And you go and present yourself. If they take you, yes. If they don't, you can try again later on the other company. You keep trying until you get yourself a job. Don't limit yourself. Don't let 3 years or 5 years of experience stop you from applying for work. And also do not let a title stop you for applying. And remember, also after your service training, you can apply for a quality control work. You can apply for quality assurance or administrator or quality coordinator. You can apply for lab analyst, depending on which direction you wanna. You can also apply as an assistant auditor, food safety auditor, or assistant internal auditor. It's all depend on which direction in your career line you wanna see yourself. You can apply also in development departments. So maybe they need a product developer assistant or product developer. Apply for those positions, and you never know, you might just actually get yourself a job with or without the years of experience which is stated on the ads.